Welcome back. We are gonna do part 4 of how to grow your email list from scratch. So, if you've been following this series through step by step with me, then by now you should have your software set up and connected to a domain and all that good stuff. You should have done some research to find out who is your ideal customer, what do they actually want, what do they need help with, and have a lead magnet, or in other words, a freebie that you can give away to them. So let me just minimize my face here to give you a quick little update on the freebie that I threw together with you on the last part of the series. So you can see I've kind of went through after I turned off the video and just quickly filled out, some of the outline that I had created on that video with you. So you can see that I've got a lot more content in here. It's a little more beefy. It's basically telling them exactly what they need to do. And you'll notice that there is a very clear call to action inside of that. So you want to make sure that you add that call to action in your freebies so that they can continue to, take the next steps on working with you, whatever that may be, whether that's booking a session with you or buying your, next level of thing in your, product scale, whatever that is. And so now it's time to go and put this into your software so you can actually give them something for giving you their email address. And that's really where it all begins, is starting to build that email list. So what we're going to do is we're just going to grab the share link in your Google Doc or your Google Drive, whatever you want to call it. And again, I was recommending Google Drive because basically you use one of these documents and you only have to take this link one time when you're setting it up. And then in the future, if you wanted to make updates, all you'd have to do is go into your Google Drive and update it in one spot instead of having to update the links everywhere else. So we're just going to grab this link. We're going to make sure that the general access is that anybody with the link can view it, right? So by default, you probably have it like this. It's set to restricted. So make sure that you change it to anybody with the link can view it. Copy your link and hit done. And now we're ready to go back over to Symvoly, which is the software that we're building this out on. If you would like a free trial of this and the templates that I walk you through here, you can use my affiliate link down in the description of this video and get a free trial. And then also I'll send you my templates as well. So this was the template that we had originally chosen. But I was just kind of looking at this going this really is just way too much. I don't want to sit here and customize all this stuff. So you know what? I am going to just go in and add a new step, a new page, and I'm just going to pick the absolutely most basic opt-in page that they have on here. And I was quickly looking through that, and it was down near the bottom here. And you might think that it's kind of ugly, and that's okay, because ugly still works. So here it is. Oh, went a little bit too far. So here it is. It's very similar to one of my most high-performing landing pages. So I'm just going to select this here. And of course, you can make it look nice, change the colors, all that kind of thing. But honestly, from all my years doing this kind of stuff, it's been 15 years in the online marketing world. What I have found is even if it's ugly as heck, if you are pinpointing what people want, it doesn't matter. So don't waste your time on that if you're just trying to get things up and rolling. So I'm just going to put this as the acupuncturist guide. And I'm just going to let that load up here. Boom, here we go. All right, all right. So what we need to do is we need to adjust our headline. This is like, there's three key pieces to a landing page that will make it successful or not. The number one piece is the headline. And that's basically what's going to tell people whether or not your thing is something that they actually want and need. So we want to make this something unique, catchy, call out your ideal client. So for me, since what I created was this guide to booking more clients, maybe my headline is the 4-step guide to booking more acupuncture clients. And maybe I might add free in there. Free 4-step guide to booking more acupuncture clients does two things. First of all, it tells them exactly what they're going to get. They're going to book more clients. It's very specific, which is 4 steps. And third thing, it calls out exactly who I want. And that is an acupuncturist, right? So I'm going to just get rid of this. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this subheadline to put the free guide there, free guide, and I'm going to say 4 simple steps to booking more acupuncture clients. Free guide, 4 steps, 4 simple steps. Maybe even easy. I'll just make it like really easy to read, right? You want it to be easy. Don't use really complicated words. Really, a grade 3 should understand what you're trying to get across here. All right, I've got my email opt-in here. It's not a free report, it's a free guide. So I'm just going to click on this little edit button. And this is the opt-in form for acupuncturist free guide. And then I don't want to be notified. And I want this to say free guide on the button. And then I don't want a thank you message. I want to go to a thank you page. So I'm just going to make sure that my thank you plus video page is selected. And then also I'm going to make sure that my email list is connected. And you can have this little disclaimer if you want to. I'm going to say something like, your information is safe with me. I don't sell my email list to anyone. And then I'm just going to hit save. And now you've got your opt-in page. And it's also customized to your lead magnet. So if you want some advice or some feedback on your opt-in page, your headline, or anything like that, join my free Facebook group, which I will link down in the description of this video here. And just post it in there, and we will give you some free feedback on that. And the next thing that I want to do is I just want to make sure that my thank you page is all good to go. So here I don't need to have my company name, so I'm just going to delete that. basically what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to like really funnel people in, right? Get them really dialed in. So I'm going to say thank you. And then I'm just going to tell them what their next step is. Next step is check your email inbox. Step 2 is maybe I want them to join the Facebook group. Maybe I want them to book a call. So it could be anything like that. I could even put on this page maybe like a consultation booking calendar or something like that. That might be a little bit in your face. You could also directly link to the item, but in this case, I don't actually want people to get this item on the page. I want them to go into their email because I really want to train them to start looking for my emails and reading my emails. So I'm actually going to delete this block here. So I'll hover over it and just click delete. And then step 2, maybe I will add in a new block. With a call to action. Something simple. Let's see. I'm looking for something that's just sort of like a small piece of text and a button. So let's go with this guy right there. Step 2, join the free Facebook group. And we're going to say join the group here. And we will link that is an external link. Grab my URL really quick to that. Here we go. Paste that URL in there. That didn't work. Paste that in there. And I am going to have that open in a new tab just in case. And select. And actually, I do want that to be a no follow. The reason why I'm saying no follow, this helps with search engine optimization, because whenever you link to a page, you're basically giving it authority. So I don't really need to give Facebook any more authority. So I'm going to say no follow link. And there we go. I can bring that up like this. I don't need this company thing. I can get an autofill for the year. So they have this really cool feature in Symfony where you click on the settings, go to personalization, and then down here there's this little tag for the current year. So if you take that and then you drop it here where the year is, when somebody goes to view that page, it'll just show the current year, so you don't have to update that in the future. And there we go. So I'm going to hit save. I'm not going to worry about all the colors and whatnot because the whole thing is that I just want to make sure that it's functional. And I can actually preview it by clicking on this link here. and I can check that my button works, and that works, so that's perfect. So we'll just close that and we'll go back. Now, the last thing that we're going to do in this part of the series is we're going to put our share link that we got here into our first email. Now, if you decided that you wanted to deliver it on this thank you page, that's perfectly fine. You could do that. Me personally, I really focus on training people to want to check for my emails, because that is where I find that the most interaction with people comes. That's where I find that they build more rapport with me, where I can make more sales, that kind of thing. So that's why I'm constantly pushing them to check my emails. So with that being said, we need to go to our email and automations in Symfony. So we'll click on emails and automations, and we'll click on automations. And remember, we just set up kind of like a placeholder for it back in one of the other earlier parts of the series. So we're going to click on this automation, and I'm going to click up here where it says automation flow. If you did not activate it, it'll just go straight into the flow like this. So here we go. I already have this set up here, and this is triggering when somebody gets added to this list, and then it will send this email immediately. So I'm just going to update this part because I changed my free thing to a free guide. So I might say, like, here's your free 4-step guide, and then I'm going to go to edit the email. And in the next part of the series, we're going to dive a lot more into these emails. So for now, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste the URL to my free thing in here so that we have it for later. Click save. And that's it for this part of the series. So tune in make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you can get notified for the next part in this series. We're growing our email list from scratch. So this is especially good if you know nothing about growing your email list. If you have an email list, but maybe you just want to make it bigger, we're going step by step. I'm not leaving anything out here. And we're gonna grow our email list. So subscribe, and then down below this video there is a bunch of links to everything that I mentioned, your free trial for Symfony, join our Facebook group, and if you feel like you just want a little bit more personalized advice, you could also book a one-on-one consultation with me. All right, thanks for being here, and I will see you in the next video.